So welcome and thank you for joining us today for the meeting of the New York City Health and Hospitals Board of Directors. Today's meeting is officially called to order. For the record, please note that Karen San Hilaire is representing Molly Wasso Park in a voting capacity. So before I proceed, I would like to thank Jackie Rowe Adams and Vanessa Rodriguez for participating in the Carter Legislative Breakfast on February 20th. Thank you. And also thank Ms. Rowe Adams for attending the ribbon cutting ceremony for the new orthopedic and podiatry clinic at Harlem Hospital. Thank you. So adoption of minutes and GB reports. So next on the agenda is the adoption of the minutes for the Board of Directors meeting held on January 29th, 2026. Are there any questions, comments, or changes? Hearing none, can I hear a motion to accept the minutes? All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, say no. So the motion carries, the minutes are adopted. During the executive session, the board received and approved NYC Health and Hospitals medical staff credential initial appointments, reappointments, and changes of privileges for the month of February 2026. The board received and approved oral and written governing body report from NYC Health and Hospitals Lincoln and Kings County. The board also received and approved the written submission of the semi-annual governing body reports from NYC Health and Hospital Elmhurst. Upcoming meetings, please note, please mark your calendars for the upcoming Board of Directors annual public meetings for fiscal year 2026. These meetings will begin at 6 p.m. on the following dates and locations. Manhattan is going to be Tuesday, March 24th at Harlem Hospital. The Bronx, Tuesday, April 21st at Lincoln. Brooklyn is going to be Tuesday, May 19th at Woodhull. And Staten Island will be Tuesday, June 16th at Seaview. So let me move on to Vendex approval. Since we began the process of approving contacts prior to Vendex approvals, there are no items on today's agenda requiring Vendex approval. However, there are 16 items from previous board meetings pending Vendex approval. We will continue to notify the board as outstanding Vendex approvals are received. Now I'm going to move to the resolutions, and it's item number 6 on the agenda, and it's electing Juliana Econ, MD, as a member of the Board of Directors of MetroPlus Health Plan, Inc., a public benefit corporation firm pursuant to Section 738520 of the Unconsolidated Laws of New York, MetroPlus, to serve in such capacity for a 5-year term or until their successor has been duly elected and qualified, or as otherwise provided in the MetroPlus bylaws. And this is being presented directly to the board today.
Hi, I'm Steve Stein-Cushman, Chief Counsel of MetroPlus. Thank you for your consideration of this board member appointment. It would be the open seat that is the president's appointment. Dr. Ekong has been a practicing clinical psychiatrist, including in the city shelter system. She's been a Medicaid managed care executive for more than a decade, places like Amerigroup and Anthem. She brings tremendous experience in the behavioral health area that we would love to have on the board, and I appreciate a compliment for her today.
Thank you so much. Any questions on the appointment? Okay, hearing none. All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Both say no. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Been approved. We're going to move next to the President's report, Dr. Katz.
Okay, I'm going to keep it short, given what a long day everybody has had, and just say, we were so happy when Helen became the deputy mayor, and we needed to find a new person to run Elmhurst, because Elmhurst is so important to us. And Helen helped, and we identified Alina Moran, who was previously the CFO at Elmhurst and previously the CEO of Metropolitan, and a very well-loved individual throughout health and hospitals. She's come back, and it's been a bit of a love fest just having her back. We love bringing people back. We also, because Svetlana was spending increasing time at Maimonides, it was sort of an open secret that she was our choice to become the CEO at the time of the asset transfer. And so rather than have people just murmur about it, I wanted to make that clear. And so we appointed her to be the chief executive officer at Maimonides at the moment of transfer of assets. So right now, she still remains the CEO of South Brooklyn. But then in making that announcement, then I knew that would destabilize South Brooklyn and that they would worry about their future. So I then appointed Majinda Kaur to be the new CEO. And she too, she got a standing ovation when I went to announce it at South Brooklyn. She's been there a long time as through a variety of roles, including their chief nurse officer and their chief operating officer. And so she was very much welcomed. I think very, very happy. Also, I'd point out this makes it 4 women hospital CEOs, which is double the number I inherited. So we're making progress. The only other thing I wanted to mention, which isn't even the reports, unfortunately, Molly's not with us, Karen, but if you would please convey the board's thanks for her service on this board and for being a partner with many of the efforts with Health and Hospitals. We would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Katz. Any questions from board members for Dr. Katz? Okay, hearing none, then let me move on to the committee and subsidiary reports. The committee and subsidiary reports were emailed to you and in your electronic folders for your review and submission into the record. Are there any questions or comments about the reports? Is there any old or new business from board members to come before this board? Hearing none, the board meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
This meeting is no longer being recorded.